Hello, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this makeup look. It's just like pink and purple and perfect for autumn, and I think it's really cute. So without further ado, here's how to do this look. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I obviously don't have any makeup on my face right now. The first product I use is the NYX color correcting palette, which I actually hated when I first tried it because I use my fingers. Especially like the green, it just doesn't work with the finger, but with a concealer brush it's actually pretty nice. So I take this salmon color and load up on my concealer brush, and I start out putting that under my eyes to cover some dark circles. Once that's blended out, I'm gonna take the same brush and not put any more on my brush, and I'm gonna put a little bit of that on my eyelids to prime my eyes. Not a lot. I want just like a barely there layer, you know. Just enough to get something on my eyelids that's gonna help eyeshadow stick to it. So the next thing that I'm gonna do after putting that on all the way up to my brow bone is I'm gonna take some of the green, put it on my brush, and then I'm gonna go over any red spots I have, which is all acne scarring. So actually I have a hard time covering this up, and the green concealer really helps the best out of all the concealers I've tried. So once that's done and you look freaking weird, I'm gonna go in with foundation. I'm using Revlon Colorstay foundation in the lightest color, which is 110 or Ivory. I think this is the lightest color. They might have a new one out. And I'm using combination oily and putting it on with the sponge. Once that's done, you can still see some kind of the green, and you don't want to walk around with green patches on your skin because that's weird. So I'm going in with the Revlon Photoready Stick Concealer in 100. And this one's almost empty, so I just go on and I just kind of rub that on mostly where I had the green or anywhere else that needs other coverage, and then I blend that in with my sponge. So next I'm going to go in with another concealer under my eyes. I'm using the Revlon Colorstay Wand Concealer, and this one is 01 and Fair. I'm going to go in and put that under my eyes in a triangle shape and blend that out with my makeup sponge as well. So when I'm done with my base makeup, I like to let it sit for a couple of minutes before putting powder on so it doesn't smudge around. So the next thing I do is my eyebrows. So I'm going to take a brush, which is the eyelash and brow brush from Cali, and I'm going to go through and just kind of tone it down a little bit, comb it out, because my brows are kind of a disaster. And then I'm going to go in with a very light layer of Hard Candy's Brows Now Fiberized Brow Gel. This is light and medium. I think they only have 2 colors. I don't really use the highlighter that much because it's not super great. And so I'm going to go in, and the important thing to remember when using this is you have, because there's so much on here, you have to brush off the excess. Because the first couple times I used this, it was a bit of a mess because there's so much product on here when you take the brush out of the container, like some mascaras, I guess. So once you have that kind of brushed off, I just go in and I fill in my brows. Go in with this, and I just kind of go in upward motions to start, and then take it through my entire brow. And so I'm going to go in with the contour powder from the Maybelline MasterContour kit with a brush and just fill the rest of it out. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with this teeny tiny e.l.f. brush and the same concealer I used under my eyes, and I'm going to clean up around my brows. So now that I'm done with my eyebrows, I'm going to powder my face. I'm going to use Maybelline Shine Free Powder in 01, which is light. And I'm going to put that on my brush and tap off the excess, and just gently, carefully put that on my face, because this foundation does have a tendency to move around if you are too aggressive with your powdering. So I'm going to move on to eyes. I'm using this Covergirl eyeshadow quad in Blossoms 257. I'm not sure if this is still in stores. Probably is, but I did buy it quite a while ago. First I'm going to go in with this color in the middle, or not in the middle. I'm going to go in with this color here. It's kind of brown. And this e.l.f. brush. I'm going to load that up on my brush and tap it off. And then I'm going to put that in my crease after I get rid of the crease from my concealer. So, there's that. I'm just going to put this in my crease. I'm going to kind of tap it on it first. And then apply it with sweeping motions. So, I forgot to mention that I took this pretty much right up to my brow bone. But I didn't go much over that. So, the next thing that I'm going to do is use this e.l.f. brush. It's flatter and shorter, and then I'm gonna go in with this lightest pink color, and I'm gonna load it up on my brush, again tapping off the excess because I like it on my eyelids, not all over the rest of my face, and I'm gonna go in and pat that into the center of my eyelid, all over my eyelid up to where I had the other color. Just like that. And then make sure not to cover your camera with your hand because that would be awkward. And repeat that on your other eye. So now I'm going to go in with this other e.l.f. brush. It's it's an angled brush, but it's thicker than most angled brushes. And I'm going to go in with this color to the far left. It's like a mauve-y type purple pink. And I'm going to load that up in my brush and put that in my crease. Just to give my eyes a bit more definition and to blend all the pinks together. Sorry if this is awkward. I've never done one of these before, and I don't have that much memory left on my phone, so I don't want to spend extra time talking, which is why I haven't shown much of what I am doing. But I decided to show more of my eye makeup instead of my foundation because putting on foundation is kind of boring. So next I am going to do the bottom of my eye. I'm going to use the same brush actually and go in with this purple on the far right. And I'm going to go in and kind of tap it on because I don't want it everywhere and I don't want it to be too dark. And then I'm going to go in with the same color that I put in my crease, this one here. And I'm going to go in kind of in the middle of my eye and blend that into the darker purple. And then I'm going to take the lighter one and go all the way to my corner. So, and then I'm going to use this rounded e.l.f. brush with a whitish pink color. This is actually an Estee Lauder eyeshadow that came in this box. And it doesn't have, actually does, it's called Pink Frost. It's a really pretty color. And I'm going to put that in my inner corners to brighten things up a bit. And I'm also going to put that up to my brow bone. Not excessively because we're not in the 80s, but just enough to kind of blend out the rest of the eyeshadow into your upper eyelid. That's pretty much it for eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with a clean, fluffy blending brush, which is right here, is an e.l.f. brush. And I'm just going to take it and just kind of blend everything out at the top. So for eyeliner, I'm going to be using Kat Von D's ink liner in black or Trooper. And I do each eye differently just because how I have to hold my hand. Just give me a second. just like that. And then bring it out to the outer corner of your eye. And I always wing my eyeliner, so I'm gonna go up, 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 up to the ceiling, and then wing it. There. I really like this eyeliner. It does last all day, which is nice. It doesn't go anywhere. But it was pretty expensive, so I probably won't rebuy it. Unless maybe for Christmas or something. I don't know. But, so if you have a drugstore liquid liner that is comparable to this one, you could let me know in the comments if you want to. I know like Wet n Wild's is supposed to be pretty good. And then maybe an e.l.f. one. So now I'm going to go back and contour. I'm going to first take the NYX Color Correcting Palette again. And I'm going to use the darkest brown concealer. And I'm going to put that on a brush. And dot it on my face. So now that that's done on both sides and I have a nice subtle soft contour, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline contour palette again with a brush by Eco Tools. I forget what this one was called. It was like a bronzing brush or something. Blush brush. So I'm going to put the contour powder on it and tap it off, and then I'm just going to kind of gently go through with the powder to redefine that line. I don't personally contour my nose at all, so now moving on to blush. I'm using Clinique Sunset Glow. It's like a nice it looks really mauve-y in the container, but then on my face, I don't know, it's not as dark as it looks. So I just kind of tap that on and smile and apply that all over my cheeks. So I don't have a highlighter that I really like, so I'm going to go in with a light eyeshadow on an eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to kind of touch that onto my cheeks a little bit. The eyeshadow that I use as a highlight, which you can't really see on camera but looked alright in real life, is from the same Estee Lauder box I showed you earlier, and it's called Waves. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder in translucent, and I'm going to put that on my brush and just kind of gently dab that over my blush and contour, and then kind of on my neck, just to blend everything together as I cut my head off of the screen and just keep it on all day. And then for my lashes, I'm just going to use mascara. I'm using Maybelline's Falsies Big Eye Mascara in black, I think. I'm just going to go in and put that on. I do 2 coats on my top lashes, but what I do so it doesn't get clumpy is I do my first coat on my top lashes, then the bottom lashes with a smaller brush, and then my top lashes again. So I'm going to do that. The last thing I'm going to do today are my lips. I'm going to first start with Rimmel London's Moisture Renew Lip Liner, and this is actually a transparent lip liner. It's not colored, so I can use it with any lipstick that I have. I'm just going to outline my lips with that. For lipstick, I'm going to use Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in 225, which is sultry. It's like a really pretty mauve-y color. As you can tell, I use it a lot. I'm just going to go in. It smells really nice, like minty type. I don't know. I just have always liked the smell, so I'm going to go in with that. So I'm done with my lipstick, and I love this color. I just think it's a perfect purple vampy color for fall, which is a good thing. I like it because one thing I will say about this lipstick is it will last all day. Even without a lip liner, if you don't use a lip liner, it does bleed a little bit. But it lasts so long. So I'm gonna have to scrub this off of my lips tonight. Like it's amazing for drugstore lipstick. So yeah, that's the completed look. I think it's really pretty, really nice for fall. If you liked it, you can leave me a comment maybe, let me know what you thought. Don't forget to like this video. and subscribe to my channel. I do plan on making more videos. I really like doing it. I will list everything that I used down in the description box. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!